24. This half hour, we got some news, we got some information, we got some sports, we've got the weather, all kinds of good stuff. I've got some birthdays. The birthdays are coming up next.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep, that is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
And on the birthday list, the big shot birthday list, the late Tony Bennett would have been 93 today. Actor Martin Sheen, he is Charlie's dad. He's 79. Singer Beverly Lee of the original Shirelles. She's 78 today. Martha Stewart, hanging out with Snoop, is 78. Bassist B.B. Dickerson of War is 70 years old today. Movie director John Landis is 69. Joe Marie Payton of Family Matters is 69. Jay North, he was Dennis the Menace. He's 68 today. Actor John C. McKinley of Scrubs is 60 years old. Lee Rocker of the Stray Cats is 58. Lisa Ann Walter of Bruce Almighty, funny movie, he's 58 today. James Hetfield of Metallica is 56. Ed Roland of Collective Soul is 56. He's also he's an announcer too. That's where I saw him. I didn't know he was with Collective Soul. Isaiah Washington, a bit controversial when he was with the Grey's Anatomy. He's also in Soul Food. He's 56. Musician Spinderella of Salt and Pepper is 48 today. Jimmy DeMartini of Zach Brown band is 43. Evangeline Lilly, she was in Lost, 40 years old today. Mamie Goomer of The Good Wife is 36. Those are our big shot birthdays. We got a whole bunch of local birthdays coming up.
It's the 2024 Summer Games, and AM 1230 has them covered.
She is the swimmer that everybody is going to be watching.
We will feature updates from Paris and all the venues of the 2024 Summer Games through the closing ceremony.
Simone Biles, you already know who she is. She has 7 Olympic medals. Team USA wants to win gold on the track. He's our best coach.
Our coverage of the Summer Games is brought to you by
Stance Auto Body and KXO AM 1230.
the Summer Games on KXO AM 1230.
Happy birthday to a long list of people this morning. Carla Corona, Robbie Ochoa, Helen Wilson, Chris Allen, Virginia Camarillo, Susie Martinez, Maria Avila, Maria Victoria Ibarra, Gloria Gastelum Guerrero, Denise Gordon, Angelo De Leon, Lisa Nava, John and Mark Edney, the twins, Erica Martinez, Maria Salazar, Mia Aguilera, Carmela Quintero, Carmen Mojica, told you there's a long list. Irene Avila, Joan Carey, Juanita Duane, Lydia Damara, Maria Curiel, Roberta Villalobos, Terry Holiday, Cash Norwood, Marie Silva, Rosie Garcia, Stephen Garcia, and Julie Fernandez. Happy birthday to each and every one. A whole bunch of you.
When you have a chance, check out the KXO website, kxoradio.com. Subscribe to the KXO YouTube channel and keep in tune with what's happening around the valley. And follow us on Facebook. All sorts of neat things pop up on our Facebook page.
And it is now time to get down to it. We've got the World California News headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe. It's the World News.
CBS News Brief. Former President Donald Trump says he will debate Kamala Harris. CBS's Natalie Brandt has that.
In a new social media post overnight, Trump says he's agreed with Fox News to debate Harris on September 4th in Pennsylvania.
No word yet from the Harris camp. She's expected to name her running mate by Monday. Parts of Florida bracing for torrential rain and winds.
Our forecast is not for a hurricane, but something of a strong tropical storm close to a hurricane by the time it makes landfall late Sunday night or into the early portions of the day on Monday.
The National Hurricane Center's John Cangelosi. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has ditched a plea deal involving 3 of the accused masterminds of 9/11. The 9/11 widow, Terry Strada, is glad.
I want to see a trial. I want to see them face their charges. I want to hear the evidence in a courtroom, and I want them to face the punishment.
Families of those killed in 9/11 had objected.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news: the 4th largest wildfire in California history. The Park Fire has scorched more than 399,000 acres. It's 24% contained. CAL FIRE's Christopher Young says they're monitoring weekend weather conditions, which could delay progress on the fire.
With the weather coming in, they're expecting some thunderstorms, and determining how that wind and downdraft is going to affect the fire as it moves into that timber and that lava rock area out there.
A citizen-led group in Northern California is backing a ballot measure that would generate new revenue for the city of Folsom. The organization Folsom Takes Action hopes to increase Folsom's current sales tax by 1% from 7.75 to 8.75 with Measure G.
We wanted to make sure that police, fire, parks, trails, infrastructure, stormwater are adequately funded.
Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And World California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. There was a small earthquake that shook Salton City area Friday morning. The magnitude 3.3 earthquake was recorded at 11:40 a.m. Friday. Epicenter was about 7 miles southwest of Salton City in Imperial County. There were no reports of injury or damage. Since then, there have been several microquakes, small quakes, in that same basic area. So I think we got maybe have a swarm going on. The city of El Centro recognized a police sergeant for his efforts. City Council issued a letter of recognition to Sergeant Jeffrey Malcolm for his exceptional skills, tireless efforts, and unwavering commitment to the El Centro Police Department. Sergeant Malcolm had a critical role implementing several new technology-based programs. According to the letter, he demonstrated exemplary technical expertise, innovative problem-solving abilities, and a proactive approach to addressing and resolving multiple program-related challenges. Sergeant Malcolm has been with the El Centro Police Department since June of 2014. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at All Central Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And a fire update was issued yesterday, a Nixon fire that started on July 29th. It is burning in Riverside County near Temecula. The latest update indicates the fire is 22% contained. It has burned over 5,222 acres. Prognosis is that the extreme temperatures forecast could create problems. They were going to work overnight frenetically to try and get that fire as much stopped as possible before the extreme temperatures hit later today. And the city of El Centro has announced a routine maintenance. It is for the dog park. The city of El Centro's the dog park it will be closed from August 12th through September 8th. Reason is routine maintenance. Thank you for understanding, and I want to find someplace else to take your doggy during that time period. That's it. Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Cal Ethos will be developing in Lithium Valley. They signed an option agreement on July 24th. It is for three purchase of 315 acres of land in the soon-to-be approved manufacturing zone of Lithium Valley. Cal Ethos says that when the new property provides them with significant advantages over its previous data center development site, the first 3 development phases on the property is a planned 100-acre, 420-megawatt campus with up to 1 million square feet of clean energy-powered build-to-suit data centers to support AI, cloud, and hyperscale customers. Cal Ethos says that they have been working over the past couple of years with the County of Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation, Imperial Irrigation District, and geothermal power producers to develop a comprehensive plan that leverages the region's clean energy resource to support a large-scale data center operation. And the summer splash, with the start of the new school year just ahead, Nyland Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring a free community event, the Summer Splash. The event is sponsored by the Chamber in partnership with the IID and will be held today from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Nyland Chamber. There will be a lot of water fun, music, food, and even Dippy Duck. Dippy will make an appearance at 11 a.m. and hand out goodie bags. It is a free community event. And the Veterans University 2024, it's an event for everyone, especially veterans. It is the Veterans University. It is coming in September. It is for veterans, service members, their families, and anyone in the community interested in learning about how to improve the lives of veterans in a welcoming classroom environment. Veterans University is an event covering a myriad of topics, including healthcare, care and disability benefits, exposure to burn pits, mental health, female veteran-specific topics, home ownership, senior-specific topics, and employment resources for veterans. Presenters include representatives from veteran service organizations and the Department of Veterans Affairs. Veterans University 2024 will be held in Imperial on September 4th from 2 to 6 p.m. An RSVP link will be provided very soon. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask for drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Check out our weekly lunch specials with a soft drink starting at only $8.50. Specials include Bud bottles for only $4.50. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 112 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 88. National Weather Service says extreme heat is expected today through Monday as lower desert high temperatures reach 110 to 116 degrees and overnight temperatures only cool into the mid-80s to lower 90s. Cooler temperatures are expected early next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny and hot weather today under an excessive heat warning. High temperatures right near 115. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight. Overnight lows around 87. West to southwest wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 115. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 87. South to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, continued sunny and hot. Highs right near 115. East to southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 89 degrees, 30% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is now moderate in Brawley. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Your local news and weather, page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you this morning by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And we are now ready for sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Major League Baseball scoreboard. There's a bunch of games yesterday. Cubs beat the Cardinals 6-3. Diamondbacks defeated the Pirates 9-8, and that may have piloted them into second place in their division. Royals beat the Tigers at 9-2. Brewers over the Nationals 8-3. Blue Jays got by the Yankees 8-5. Guardians defeated the Orioles by a score of 8-4. It was the Giants. They shut out the Reds 3-0. We'll have more on that in just a minute. Braves defeated the Marlins 5-3. Red Sox all over the Rangers 11-6. Twins beat the White Sox 10-2. The Astros defeated the Rays 3-2. Mets over the Angels 5-1. Rockies got by the Padres 5-2. Padres can sweep the Dodgers, but they can't beat the Rockies 5-2. They may have dropped to third place because of that loss. Dodgers lost. The Athletics beat them 6-5. Mariners defeated the Phillies 10-2. Phillies were so hot the first half. Back to that the Giants game. Blake Snell was 1 out away from pitching the first no-hit game in his illustrious career, and had to get a power-hitting Reds shortstop Eli De La Cruz one more time. De La La Cruz jumped on Snell's first pitch, 97.8-mile-per-hour fastball in the middle of the zone, ripping it hard into the gap in right center field. Giants center fielder, or right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski, inserted for defensive purposes in the 8th inning, ran it down, leaping to make the catch and preserving Snell's gem on a 3-0 win, his first no-hitter. 31-year-old lefty, former Padre, the league's reigning Cy Young Award winner, was mobbed by his teammates, of course. It was the third time a no-hitter has been tossed in the majors this season. First time ever for Snell. In fact, it's the first time Snell ever pitched to 9th inning in the major leagues. They just take them out early now. The Yankees, they have a different situation. Gleyber Torres, frustrating season, encountered another pothole Friday night when manager Aaron Boone benched him during the third inning for a lack of hustle in the New York Yankees' eventual 8-5 loss to the last place Toronto Blue Jays. Torres prompted the move with a blunder in the second inning, thinking he had clobbered a home run. Torres walked out of the batter's box, admiring his 110.7-mile-per-hour line drive off his bat, but the ball bounced off the left field wall. Didn't go over the wall. By the time he realized he had made a mistake, it was too late. What could have been a one-out double was a single, and he found the bench after that. We'll have more sports in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And the world of NASCAR, the Cup race. The next one will be August 11th in Richmond. They're taking a bit of a break. And the NASCAR news, however, Juan Pablo Montoya is returning to NASCAR for the first time since 2014 when he races the 2311 Racing at Watkins Glen International next month. 2311, the team owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, and said Friday that Montoya would drive the number 50 Toyota in support of Mobil One's 50th anniversary. It's the third time the car will run this season as part of the collaboration. Kamui Kobayashi drove the car at a Circuit of the Americas in March, and Corey Haim drove it at Nashville Superspeedway in June, and now at Watkins Glen, it will be Juan Pablo Montoya. Will he return to NASCAR, or is that just a one-race thing? We'll find out. Dewey Weber leads the Portland Classic after a silly Olympic snub, denied a spot in Paris because of the Dutch Olympic Committee didn't think she was good enough to contend. Weber shot a 10 under 62 on Friday to take the second round lead at the Portland Classic. So see, she is good enough. British golfer Tommy Fleetwood is on the familiar turf and chasing another gold trophy at Le Golf National. This one, an Olympic medal instead of the 17-inch Ryder Cup statue. And Denise Shapovalov of Canada it was knocked out of the Mubadala City DC Open on Friday after she disqualified from his quarterfinal round match for shouting at a spectator. That's Dennis, not Denise. And Noah Lyles finishes second in 100 meters, reaches the Olympic semifinals. Noah Lyles, he runs for the U.S., I think. Minnesota Vikings gave receiver Justin Jefferson a day off from practice on Wednesday, a time to coincide with the team's scheduled off day on Thursday. When he returned to the field on Friday, Jefferson made clear that he and the Vikings are taking significant steps to avoid a re-injury of the right hamstring he tore last season, costing him 7 games. So he is being kind of babied along. Why not? Discussion continues regarding a contract extension. The Dallas Cowboys' Dak Prescott explained why he believes he has an obligation to other quarterbacks and his teammates as to what kind of deal he does or does not accept. And the Dallas Cowboys said they're just going to keep negotiating, see what happens. That's it. That's sports. Brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is time for the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The stock market news today, NASDAQ enters a correction. Dow falls. Okay, we'll get into that. The stocks tumbled across the board on Friday after the July jobs report showed a further cooling in the labor market, fueling concerns the Federal Reserve's higher or for longer interest rate stance might end in recession, and that the central bank may have waited too long to start lowering rates. NASDAQ Composite dropped 2.6% after the jobs report release. That plunged the tech-heavy index into a correction territory, defined as a more than a 10% drop from its recent high on July 10th. Dow Jones Industrial Average slumped 1.5%, or more than 600 points. S&P 500 sank 1.8%. Three major indexes recorded weekly losses. See S&P and the Dow fell 2%, while the NASDAQ shed 3%. That's a look at business. We've got your weather coming up.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 112 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 88. National Weather Service says extreme heat is expected today through Monday as lower desert high temperatures reach 110 to 116 degrees, and overnight temperatures only cool into the mid-80s to lower 90s. Cooler temperatures are expected early next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny and hot weather today under an excessive heat warning. High temperatures right near 115. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight. Overnight lows around 87. West to southwest wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 115. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 87. South to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday continued sunny and hot. Highs right near 115. East to southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 89 degrees, 30% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality moderate in Brawley. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. That's it. That's your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, traffic, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars, Because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And you're coming across the border this hour, you got a 30 to 35 minute wait downtown, 10 to 15 minute wait in the Century lanes, no wait if you're walking. Eastport, the Gateway Port, they have cars. That's a 20 to 25 minute wait in the regular lanes, 30 to 35 minute wait in the ready lanes, no wait in the East Century lane. We have a 10 to 15 minute wait at the Andrade Port. It's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
Best news on.
I'm Linda Kenyon. Vice President Harris is vetting possible running mates. What is she looking for? CBS News political contributor Joel Payne takes a look.
Vice President Harris is putting a really high premium on alignment and philosophy, chemistry, and partnership in this pick, and not simply somebody who checks a box in terms of geography or in terms of constituency.
The list is said to include Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Kamala Harris has clinched the Democratic presidential nomination in a virtual roll call and will be officially nominated in person at the party's convention later this month. CBS's Natalie Brand says former President Trump has already challenged her to a debate.
In a new social media post overnight, Trump says he's agreed with Fox News to debate Harris on September 4th in Pennsylvania.
The Harris campaign says earlier arrangements for a debate on September 10th on ABC are still on, and the network will still provide the airtime to whichever qualifying candidates show up. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has overridden a plea deal for the accused mastermind of the 9/11 attacks, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, and two other defendants. Terry Strada speaks for the 9/11 Families United.
I am very pleased with this decision and that the Pentagon got involved and has revoked this plea deal and put the death penalty back on the table.
The defendants had agreed to plead guilty in exchange for no death penalty. Police in Somalia say 32 people have been killed, 63 others wounded in an attack on a beach hotel in Mogadishu. Here's BBC reporter Dorcas Wangira.
This is a very popular beach and many people were coming in fact, many young people. So there was one suicide bomber who detonated the bomb, and then there were other attackers who were shooting randomly at people.
A tropical storm warning is in effect in parts of Florida this weekend. John Kanjolowski is at the National Hurricane Center.
Our forecast is not for a hurricane, but something of a strong tropical storm close to a hurricane by the time it makes landfall late Sunday night or into the early portions of the day on Monday. The biggest concern is for the stronger winds along Florida's Gulf Coast, especially the northern portion of the Gulf Coast. And then, of course, storm surge is a concern. There's a storm surge watch in effect for a good chunk of Florida's Gulf Coast as well.
School districts in Texas cracking down on cell phone use in the classroom.
Grand Prairie ISD is trying something new to minimize distractions in the classroom. Every student at Grand Prairie and South Grand Prairie high schools will get one of these pouches this year. They'll be required to place their phones inside and lock them at the start of each day.
CBS's Caroline Vandergriff. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With autopay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits, and if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Planning a trip overseas? Heads up, not all passports are the same.
What's the definition of a powerful passport? It's the travel document that gets you, without barriers, into the most countries without the need of a visa. So which is the most powerful passport in the world? It's not the U.S. passport. It's the Singapore passport, which grants the holder visa-free access to 195 destinations around the world. Passports from Japan, Germany, Italy, France, and Spain will get their holders into 192 destinations. And what about for Americans holding a U.S. passport? It will actually get you into 186 destinations without the need of a visa. Peter Greenberg, travel editor, CBS News.
If you were planning on traveling to an Aerosmith concert, think again. The band has canceled all remaining dates on its farewell tour, saying Steven Tyler's voice has been permanently damaged by a vocal cord injury that he suffered last year. Linda Kenyon, CBS News.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You've got your Gale.
I'm sexy and I know it.
The best oldies on the radio.